Hi, welcome to Kindred Spirit Readings. This is for Sun, Moon and Rising. Let's begin, Sagittarius. While you are working very hard to establish connections, form bonds with certain personality types, and overall just keeping in touch with people and places, at the same time you are going to be tackling the minor challenges you have got going on at home. Most of this is to do with your current, partner. What you should try to do in order to avoid any bitterness is to not take your home life with you to your place of work. Instead, you are doing just the opposite. You know, when you're at work, you are a completely different person to others than when you are at home. Because at work, you're the it person that other people look up to, and you own what you do and how you do it. There are no two ways about that. The only struggle I am seeing right now is that once you begin to take your home life with you to work, it is then that you will begin to notice that things become more personal. And it is noticeable to others around you. This is what you want to try to avoid. This is such a heavy weight on your shoulders, and it shouldn't be like this, Sagittarius. You should be at your best as you usually are. Fix what is going on at home by using the necessary tools or taking the necessary steps. I dare say you've been here before and you do struggle with this, and then, doing what you need to fix this, you will begin to see improvement. I am seeing some counseling that helped you in the past, and it did work for some time. And so maybe it is time to revisit certain options, perhaps that being one of them. Even if it means, for you to be able to step away from what is surrounding you or who you're surrounded by, take 15, and be sure that you will notice the difference. But you cannot keep going on like this. It just won't work. You may not be eating very much at all. See this as a way to incorporate other fuller foods into your diet, especially if you're really wanting to keep focusing on eating right, and that's fine. And I see that you are being that little bit extra careful with your choices, but just be sure not to miss out completely. Whatever you are trying to achieve, you are motivated to get to where you want to be, and whatever you are doing is definitely working for you. And you look like you're in great shape. And so when I want to talk about the head, the heart, the mind, the body, the soul, all that good stuff. And so I've incorporated some extra messages from Spirit for you. And there is you're going to get news of somebody who is sick. They are a male. There is somebody new coming into your life. They have short hair, and it's in between a light brown to a medium brown in terms of color. You are really being a little too hard on yourself this week. If somebody else is in the wrong, do not take a bullet for them. Okay? If somebody else is in the wrong, they need to be held accountable for that, not you. If you're at fault, you're at fault. If somebody else is, then they are at fault. It is simple as that. It's nothing. The writing's on the wall, and you're going to be dealing with somebody who is just absolutely stubborn, crazy stubborn, and they're not listening. They'll tell you they've heard what you've said, but they haven't really taken it all in, if you know what I mean. Look, Spirit has really great advice for you this week, and whatever you have experienced in your life in the past, you've learnt from that. You are going to feel as though a lot of things are on repeat this week for you, but it's up to you in the end. Thank you, Sagittarius.